And we are back. Raiders franchise. In the last episode, if you want to call it that, I don't, but if you do, uh, we ended up going through the preseason. We ended up going through all the games, making our final roster decisions. And yeah, quickly going to show you the team and what we are looking at. In case you also missed the stream, we do have some new players, of course. The big one is Rashad Jackson, who somehow, someway already has his dev trait revealed. Superstar, or excuse me, no, Star Dev. I guess he played a lot of snaps in the preseason. I don't know how else he would have got his dev trait revealed this fast. He was hidden, but it looks like it's only going to be Star Dev. He is going to be our day one starting quarterback. Drafted him 14th overall with the Commanders pick that we had. Then you also have Ezekiel Alford. Didn't play very well in the preseason, but that's okay. He should be our running back free behind Ashton Jeanty and then Jerome Ford, who actually had a really good preseason, so love to see that. One of my favorite players' names I've ever seen in this is Ben Tover. Yes, that's his name. 71 overall. He's going to be our wide receiver 5. Maybe he gets some playing time this year. Who knows? And then a bunch of new O linemen, some drafted, some signed, just to be backups. Then the defense, not too many people. Jason Biddle and Max Dunn are pretty much the only two big ones. I believe this is Aiden McCain, excuse me. He could be something. In an already crowded D tackle room, no, I'm not expecting anything. So, yeah. Also, Donald Taft. I mean, a lot of these guys probably aren't going to see the field much, if at all. Mainly just backup guys. But without much more delay, just quickly showing off the injuries, we are going to be without Kyle Hamilton. He did get injured in practice, so it's going to be Antonio Johnson getting the start for this first game. And yeah, this should be a very fun first game. Battle of the AFC Championship rematch. By the way, here's our scouts. Uh, Pause if you want to look at them. And yeah, we're going to get right into this game. We are the better team on projection. We'll see if that, makes a difference. Obviously, going up against a guy like Josh Allen. Granted, he did have a struggle against us last time we played in that championship game. I believe it was 3 turnovers, maybe 4. So we'll see if we're able to get the dub like we did the last time. But it's week 1. Last thing you want after just making the Super Bowl and only losing by a touchdown is to have a slow start. So we're going to start out with a 12-yard reception to Ashton Jeanty, where on the first play, Jose Wallace gets injured, followed up by 8 yards by Jeanty, and then 7 yards by Jeanty, and then 5 yards by Jeanty. 3 yards to Jeanty through the air. Let's just keep giving him the ball. 7 yards to Brock Bowers in the first down. 8-yard rush by Jeanty, 2nd and 2. 14 yards to Jack Bech puts us first and goal at the 7-yard line. Jeanty obviously coming off of not just a career year for him, but for anyone. Most rushing yards in a single season in NFL history with 2,121 yards, as that's Jerome Ford there getting the carry. Going to get 6 yards. Obviously, we're not expecting him to break that record. It sucks when that's, you're probably never going to have a better season than that. You're going to be kind of chasing that career high. And it sucks because this was only his 3rd season he did that. But he's been a really great player. He's only gotten better since joining the league. Obviously, rushing for 1,000 yards his first year, just barely not getting the Raiders rookie rushing record. I believe he missed about like 9 yards. Oh, that's a punt. I thought that was a big play for them. And we get a 91-yard touchdown by Demario Douglas. Well, that works. So, yeah, barely missing it. Then I want to say he might have led the league in rushing yards his 2nd year. And then his 3rd year with like 1,500 yards. And then his 3rd year, obviously, he explodes over 2,000 yards. If he's able to somehow, some way recreate that success, I mean, that'd be amazing. But Eddie Kirkland gets the sack. They're going to punt it away a 2nd time. We're going to give the ball to Jeanty. for 7 yards, followed by a 6-yard pickup by Genty, followed by 6 yards to D'Angelo Favors, the backup tight end. The guy who we aren't really talking about but had a really good preseason is Mateo Francisco. He's our third tight end this year. He was drafted, I want to say, in the first draft that we did, but just never really saw the field. Never, I think, made the team. I think he was a practice squad guy before this. But now with Albert Okwuegbunam gone, he obviously got to see some playing time, and he made the most of it. Antonio Johnson gets the pass breakup there. Love to see that for the backup. Obviously, I think very highly of him. If he gets another one, he's a really good backup. He's someone I'm really happy to have on this team. 7-yard rush by Genty. 6 yards for Genty. That's a first down. We're just running this football, and I don't blame us. 6 yards for Jerome Ford. 2 yards for Jerome Ford. 3rd and 2. And Rashad Jackson has to throw that one away, it looks like. And we're going to punt only 40 yards. Not a great punt. So yeah, the Bills, they were the 1 seed obviously last year. Ended up going 14-3. I want to say they started the season 10-0 or something. And yeah, they got the 1 seed. We are pushing it. And we're able to get out of there with D'Angelo Favors on a fullback dive. And we throw an interception for a pick 6. Caleb Rogers now injured on the play. We'll see if Jose Wallace is still out there. No idea. But yeah, that sucked for Rashad Jackson. Pick 6, his very first interception, goes for a pick 6. 7 yards for James Cook. Loses 3rd and 6. 15 yards to Keelan Coleman. We're going to hop into slow motion for the rest of the half. It's been a very fast first half. Obviously, due to touchdowns we didn't get to watch because he was expecting a 91-yard touchdown or a pick 6. Not me personally. 10 yards and a first down to the 32-yard line. And that's going to be dropped. Good play there by 59. That's Nakobe Dean. Harold Fannin, the intended target.
Brings up 2nd and
10. Keelan Coleman able to pick up the first down there. Broke a tackle in the process.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bills.
Timeout, I want to say Bills, and they go complete. Able to make the tackle there. Not after a good pickup, though.
13 more yards.
And Josh Allen gets the carry. Gets another first down there. Moving this football. Less than 45 now to go.
That's good for a Bills first down.
And that's going to be complete. Able to stay in bounds, then goes out of bounds. Pick up a 7. Harold Fannin. And down he goes, Josh Allen. Eddie Kirkland, one of the players there credited for the sack. Obviously, a few guys there.
A loss of 6 yards. It's now 3rd down and 9.
And the ball's out, but the O-line, thankfully for them, picks it up. We take a timeout, though. It is a 51-yarder. Definitely more and more likely as the years go on, these kickers getting better and better. But just in case they miss, I mean, we get the ball in good field position. And Cam Little, one of the best legs in the league, he's going to boot that one through.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Bills 10.
So 22 seconds and 2 timeouts, and maybe we try for a field goal. And we're going to Rashad Jackson. He's going to take it himself. Slides just shy of the first down, and we're actually just going to take it to half. Eagles 49ers, by the way, and it's going to be the 49ers 30-24 winning this one. Brandon Ayuk, what a spin move. That's going to make him go the distance. So, 49ers start their season off 1-0. Twenty-eight 17 Jaguars won. Sorry, I was looking at my phone for just a quick second. And then finally, Rams Seahawks Total Division rivalry. This should be a fun one. And it's going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams. He's going to make a man miss. Get inside, 31-24. Bradley Davis and Zaire Clements, two of the top quarterbacks drafted. Uh, Davis was actually the first quarterback drafted in this year. Chiefs win over the Broncos and Chargers are Monday night. It looks like they have not play the Panthers. So far, I mean, Demario Douglas only has one catch, but 91 yards and a touchdown. No complaints there. Oh, okay. I guess I'm kicking. That's weird. I mean, all right. There we go. We're going to start off with an 8-yard reception to Harold Fannin for the second half. Raiders do lead 14-10, but the Bills get the ball first, and they're probably going to go for it now, 4th and 2 from your own 35. Yeah, they're going to punt it. I mean, that's crazy if you go for it. First down, 5 yards to D'Angelo Favors, 7 yards for Genty and a first down. Incomplete pass, Taylor Rapp knocks that one away. Rashad Jackson, who's not really a scrambler, by the way, able to run for 5 yards there. He's more like a dual threat. No, dual threat means he can run and pass. He's one of those guys who he has legs, but doesn't really use them, which is really nice. You know, he's one of those guys where if you need him to scramble, get away, he can, but that's not necessarily like his go-to. First down now from the 27. Unbelievable. Harold Fannin just absolutely rips a big run. 19 yards. First and goal from the 8-yard line now. They go handoff to James Cook. He's gonna get into the end zone. What a run. And the Bills, after a slow start, have all of a sudden turned up the heat. This was how it was in the championship game. Raiders started out good, controlling the game, and then the Bills just crept their way back. And Charles Granton's going to commit a penalty. That's okay. Listen, it's regular season. Can't be doing that now, but he has a little to no experience at right tackle. I mean, he was a left tackle. We just converted him due to the injury last year to DJ Glaze. And, I mean, I think he did well enough to keep his job. Tevin Jenkins injured on that play. James Cook rushes for 7 yards and a first down, followed by another 5, followed by 7 yards to Keon Coleman, and then 8 yards to Keon Coleman. The Bills are moving this football. 3rd and 5. Cook loses 3 yards, but gets it right back with Joshua Palmer 8 yards, and they get a 30-yard touchdown with him. Six yards to Brock Bowers. 64-yard rushing touchdown. Ashton Genty, let's go. We have a game, folks. Bills still leading 24-21. 13 and a half minutes to go, but can the defense come in clutch for us? 4 yards for DeMarco Childs, backup running back. And they get 10 yards to Joshua Palmer. And then another yards to DeMarco Childs. And then 26 yards to Keon Coleman. They are moving this football with ease. The defense was supposed to be our strongest part coming back to bite us. Good tackle there for Jonathan Culp. And there's an injury to an O lineman. Loss of 1, by the way, so 2nd and 11. They were right outside the red zone. They are a few yards away now. Not even going to get there that time, and there's an injury to Matt Royster. Oh, no. 3rd and 9 now. That's an absolutely horrible injury for us to suffer. Allen looking to run, and Max Crosby's going to tell him, no, you're not going anywhere. Watch the field goal now, about a 44-yard attempt. And the kick is up, and it is good for Cam Whittle. And the Bills lead 27-21, so still in striking distance for the Raiders, only a touchdown. Not even, well, I guess it is a touchdown, but extra point will put them ahead. Starting out with 13 yards to Demario Douglas, and then 3 yards for Ashton Genty. 10 yards for Genty. By the way, Demario Douglas is our only receiver, 1 through 4, who is under contract for next season. Monte Lynn, Jack Besh, Dante Fortin, all expiring contracts. And we're 4th and 5. Are we going to punt it? We're going to go for it. Risky play. I love the call, however. Our defense has struggled in this game. We go for it. Cam Shaw Jackson in his first career start. Granted, we're not counting preseason. Lead a touchdown drive. Mario Douglas off the tip drill. We're watching that. Throws a jump ball to him. Douglas just does not jump for it. And this is just Maxwell Hairston has the interception, unable to come down with it. Douglas able to.
Touchdown, Raiders.
What a play. And the extra point is good. So the Raiders lead 28-27. Coming down to the final minutes now. 5.5 to go. 1-point game. Bills start off with a 14-yard reception to Keon Coleman. Matt Royster back out there. Good. We need everyone on deck. 3rd and 10. 4th and 10. Do you go for it if you're the Bills? I don't know what they do, but they end up getting a penalty, and they're going to punt it after that. And we're trying to run the football, maybe chew some clock, but they're obviously onto it. 4th and inches. Oh, that sucks. We're going to have to punt it. Down at their 3-yard line, though. Less than 3 minutes to go. They go fullback dive with Elijah Mitchell. 8 yards to Shakir. 3rd and 1. 6 yards for Josh Allen. I guess 4 yards for Keon Coleman somewhere happened, according to the play history. And that's going to be complete. That's Joshua Palmer. Timeout Bills. They're second, so they only have 48 seconds and 1 timeout to work with.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And the first down to the 40-yard line. That's their final timeout, though, so 45 seconds clock against them.
That's another Bills, first down.
That's going to be complete to Shakir. Only going to manage 7 yards. Clock keeps running.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
And they spike it with 32 seconds. So 3rd and 3, they have to get the first down. Very close to the field goal range. They want to get to the 47-yard line. They're only about 5-6 yards. And that catch is dropped. Would have been the first down, but clock would have kept running. 4th and 3, you got to get the first down. Got to get to midfield. If you don't, the game is over. And they go handoff to James Cook. Risky play call, and it's going to work. And it's going to work to perfection. Unbelievable.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's good for a Bills.
And they can just run the clock. I mean, we can stop them, but we're going to have less than 10 seconds.
8-yard line. Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
They're sending the field goal unit out there. That's very risky.
For the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
We're going to have timeouts.
Makes the score
And one play is all we need.
It's a gain of 31 yards.
Demario Douglas broke the defense.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, the Raider ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
The quarterback on the sneak.
We're going to take our timeout with 2 seconds left. 42-yarder for the win. Daniel Carlson.
For the Raider field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And the kick is up, and it is good. And we're going to win this one 31-30 in an instant classic. Boy, oh boy, is this a non-division rivalry brewing? I mean, that's back-to-back amazing ones. Obviously, the championship game ended in overtime. This one, walk-off field goal as time expires, 31-30, 14 for 24, 226, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Really great game for him as the first one. 98 yards per carry, 170 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jerome Ford did well. Rashad Jackson, when he had to get out there, did well. Receiving, Mario Douglas 5 for 157 and 2 touchdowns. I mean, good game for him. Outside of that, Brock Bowers the only one with 3 receptions. Everyone else 2 or less. So spreading the love, I suppose. Only 1 sack by Caleb Rogers. Really great there. 14 tackles for Matt Royster. 3 tackles for Ross Eddie Kirkland. 2 for Jason Biddle and Jonathan Culp. 2 sacks for Eddie Kirkland. Half sack for Max Crosby, Jason Biddle. No turnovers this time. So Josh Allen, even playing a clean game, wasn't enough. Perfect on field goals and extra points. 55, nearly 56-yard average on punts. Great game, great win. We're going to improve to 1-0 on the season. Great way to start against a team who, I mean, should be really good. We're going to go ahead and advance week. We are playing the Chiefs week 2, so we are going to go ahead and watch that one. So obviously it's a division game. We have a weekly award. Going to go for Eddie Kirkland. We love to see that. And we have Ashton Jeanty leading the lead in rushing yards already again. And then Demario Douglas in second place in receiving yards. Love to see that. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I will see you guys next time where we're going to be playing the Chiefs, who are 1-0. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, and by the way, the Chargers won, so only the Broncos lost. But I mean, one of them between the Chiefs Broncos had to. All right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.